Good afternoon, sir. I'm Sagar Deshmukh from CollegeDunia. So we have started this series of interviews from all across India to understand the thoughts on education from the dignitaries and the faculties who are working for pristine colleges like KKWIEER. So we are glad to have you today for this interview. So we'll start quickly with if you can introduce yourself briefly.
Namaste. I am Dr. Sunil Kute. I am Professor of Civil Engineering and currently working as a Dean Academics in Wagh Institute of Engineering Education and Research, Nashik, Maharashtra. I am in the field of teaching since last 30 years with the intention of my inner voice. When I completed my education from BITS Pilani, it was my inner voice which told me to be in teaching profession, and with only that one line agenda I entered into the teaching, and since last 30 years I have been doing this job in this institute, KKWIEER Institute of Engineering Education and Research, Nashik, and being Dean Academics, I am now involved with all the academics of entire institute.
Great to know that such a passionate person are taking care of such a leadership responsibility in KKWIEER. Can you just tell us about KKWIEER Institute of Engineering and Education and Research Center?
Yeah. KKWIEER Institute of Engineering Education and Research is run by KKWIEER Education Society. This society was established in 1970 in Nashik district, with the main objective to provide the education to rural sector. But slowly, when we expanded, the education society expanded, then we entered in the field of engineering education also. And in 1984, that is since last 37 years, we are in the field of professional education. We have this engineering college. Along with that, we have another 35 institutes in our organization. But from professional side, we have KKWIEER Polytechnic as well as KKWIEER Pharmacy, both degree and diploma. And we too have the agricultural institutes in our recent journey. This institute, KKWIEER Institute of Engineering Education and Research, it was established in 1984 and it is one of the premier institutes in Nashik district. It is one of the well-reputed institutes in Pune University. It is very few institutes in our state of Maharashtra. They have 8 branches accredited by NBA, National Board of Accreditation, and we too have NAAC accreditation. So with 8 branches, NBA and NAAC A grade, we are one of the leading academic institutes catering the quality education in the field of professional education in Nashik district. And our canvas includes the students from all over the states, and even from national level we get these students. So this is the recent journey of KKWIEER in professional education.
So I understand that KKWIEER is a very prestigious college with a history of around 4 decades, almost 4 decades. So what do you think that are the strengths that got developed in this time span? What are the basic strengths of KKWIEER that helped you to take KKWIEER into such a great heights?
We are in the field of education, and in the field of education, there are 2 main pillars. One is the academics and another is our students. Academics include our faculty and the culture in the campus. In case of our campus, it is a lush green campus, very nice ambience, the academic atmosphere, the discipline, these are our strengths. In teaching profession, how strong your faculty, that matters a lot. How qualified and experienced your faculty, that matters a lot, so as far quality is concerned. And I am very happy to tell you that about 70% of our faculty members, they have the experience more than 15 to 20 years. Now take my example. I am here since last 3 decades. So all our faculty members, they are here more than 2 decades, and that shows their belongingness and integrity with the campus. And they all are postgraduate, and about 60 plus our faculty members, they are PhD holders. And not only they have acquired the degree, in all reputed journals of the world, our papers are published, our citations are very high, our H index is very high, and that is the reason why the qualified, experienced, and research-oriented faculty is available in our institute. And this has made this institute to acquire a very good command on our academics. On another side, we have very good quality students. If you see in the state, our cutoffs are very high. It is very prestigious for the students to get in KKWIEER, and there is a good competition that has enhanced our quality of the students. So on one front, there is a quality of students. On other front, there is a quality of staff. But these two are not sufficient. If your management is not progressive, then there are limitations. Fortunately, in our case, our management is very progressive. Our chairman is 90 years young person, and still he is working 8-10 hours in the campus. Our director himself is Mr. Samir Wagh. He is UDCT postgraduate, and all the entire members of the management, they impart a very good vision, progressive vision to our organization, as a result of which we are now proceeding in different spheres of academics and quality, as a result of which we got 8 branches accredited at a time in our campus and NAAC accreditation. So these are our strengths: faculty, students, management, very great concentration and focus on academics, as well as the nice ambience and atmosphere of academic culture. These are our strengths.
Great. I am sure that it helps in creating a positive environment for learning and teaching for all of you. Mentioning that, so current situation is pretty, challenging for all of us to even cope up with, even personally also. So how does our college is getting coped up with the challenges of COVID-19 and the changes of education delivery and communication to the students?
COVID unfortunately has created a great problem all over the world. We are not exception to that. Almost all the spheres of the life are hampered by COVID. Education field is also suffering a lot due to COVID. And as a result of this, we can consider COVID as a VUCA event. It is vulnerable. It is U stands for uncertainty. It is C stands for complex. It is A stands for ambiguous. We don't know how and when it will end. And therefore, in education, you cannot wait for a long time. It's a question of one generation. And immediately we accepted the challenge of the COVID. Immediately we responded it. And the resilience which our institute has shown to cope up with the COVID was very fabulous. I should congratulate all my faculty members the way they immediately took all the challenge and they coped up. Immediately, within 5 days, we shifted to online education when the first lockdown was declared. And can you believe, in last academic year, we conducted about 12,000 online lectures for our students. To support this, we also prepared our videos, because during online lecture, sometimes if students, they are disconnected, some net issues are there, or some supplementary material if we want to provide to them. Then those videos we prepare on YouTube also. Videos are available. Udemy is a professional platform. I'm very happy to say that more than 100 faculty members, they have uploaded their videos on Udemy platform. And the PDF, the course notes, the course material, can you believe more than 5,500 such notes and PDF and PPTs we uploaded for our students. We in online education, there is a problem of engagement, and that was our main challenge: how to engage the students even during lecture and after lecture. So to engage them at home, we floated more than 3,000 assignments to them, and they submitted those assignments in our ERP of institute to Google Classroom and some different platforms. Online situation, online classes compelled them, and this entire COVID situation compelled them to go for MCQ-based university examinations. So to have the proper practice for that kind of test, MCQ test, we conducted their MCQ test as a practice test, and I'm very proud to tell more than 40,000 MCQs were floated for practice to our students. We engaged them through expert lectures also. More and above our faculty lectures, we invited the experts from the field because there were a problem. We were not able to go to field. We were not able to go to industry. We were unable to conduct the site visits. So instead of that, what we did, we conducted the virtual visits. We invited the experts in our online platform, and more than 250 such expert lectures were conducted during this academic year. Mentoring is very important during this period because students were new to this mode. They were having another problems, psychological problems, academic problems, and under such circumstances, to cope up with this situation of COVID, we preferred the e-mentoring platform, as a result of which more than 900 mentoring meetings we conducted for our students. We have a well-defined system. We have the dean principal at the top, then dean academics, dean quality, and there are another deans also, dean admin, and then we have academic coordinators, we have class coordinators, we have heads of the department in between. So planning, execution, and consistent monitoring, these are our three key issues on the basis of which we could provide the mentoring to our students. Our faculty was also equally engaged during this period. It was not only students' engagement, but faculty was also engaged. And can you believe our faculty members, they did more than 1,100 e-courses. They went through different courses of Coursera, Udemy platform. There are so many platforms came up now during this COVID period. And our faculty members, they updated themselves, they upgraded their skills and knowledge to these courses. So more than 1,100 courses were attended by our faculty, and we organized, attended both, more than 2,100 webinars. All faculty members, either they delivered or they attended more than 2,100 persons. Total persons into total webinars, that count is about 2,100. So that indicates how nicely we coped up with the COVID challenge on the faculty front, on students front, on academics front, and we never felt that any time we are away from the academics. Our classroom teaching was stopped, offline mode was stopped, but the education didn't stop. We continued with the education to online lectures, video lectures, PPTs, assignments, MCQs, expert lecture, e-mentoring, online courses, and whatnot. So the flow was maintained and academics was excelled.
Great. So I think it is pretty difficult for a institution like this to manage the quantity of students are pretty big. 900 students and managing them remotely. It's a big task, and you achieved that with a flying colors, I believe. That's a great thing to know. So, other than this, the students, the current scenario in the industry, there is a lot of competition. So, how do you propose you help students in terms of coping up with the competition outside the college?
Yeah. You might be knowing that industry is having some expectations from academics, and academic institutions, if they fail to provide that input to our students in campus, then there is big gap between industry and institute interaction inside the campus, outside the campus. Our students will also face a great problem thereafter in their career. We are well aware with this fact. As a result of which, what we have done, we have a very close interaction with industry. We have invited industry experts to us to guide our students. We have sent our students for summer and winter internship to the industry. We have industry-based projects. We have many sponsored projects from the industry. We also send our students for industrial visits, and the initial interaction with the industry has been developed here. But that is not sufficient, because our students, when they are facing the placement interviews, then they should be aware with industry expectations. And to make the students aware with the industry expectations, our training and placement cell is doing wonderfully well. During this pandemic also, our rate of employment, our placement was more than 70%. Can you believe? The entire year, more than 900 students were placed out of 1100. And this is a very great achievement, because during this pandemic, people are facing so many problems, they are losing the problems, but our placements are high. Why? Because industry has faith in our academics, our students, their knowledge, their competency, their skill. And that is the reason why we impart all those skills, all those competencies to our students throughout the 4 years. We have a very dedicated program of campus to corporate being run for our students, and throughout the 4 years we have different modules. Our students will just go through those modules and they will get furnished and polished and finished knowledge and competency and skills, and that helps us a lot.
Okay, great that you are taking a lot of efforts for the students' sake and make their success your success in the process. So, being academic dean and at the leadership position of KKWIEER since very long, what do you think your philosophy of leadership is?
The philosophy of the leadership is very simple. It is not rocket technology in our campus. It starts percolating from our chairman. As I told, our chairman, his age is 90 years and he works more than 8 to 10 hours in campus. He is available in campus. Anybody can go to him anytime and have discussions and decisions. This itself is a great model which emphasizes the one-word philosophy of our leadership: inclusiveness. We have included everybody. Our management has included from principal to peon, everybody in decision making. We have included all the stakeholders, from faculty to students and alumni to industry, everybody in our leadership, in our philosophy. So our leadership philosophy is inclusiveness, number one. All are involved in decision making. No decision is imposed from top on bottom. All decisions are going from bottom to top. That is first philosophy. Second philosophy, we take the decision keeping the vision on future. What is the demand of the future? What is the call of the future? And accordingly, we decide our policies. So visionary action plans, that is our philosophy of leadership. And then third most important thing is ownership and integrity. As I told, our retention rate of the faculty is very high. More than 60 to 70% faculty, they have experience, average experience more than 20 years in the campus. That shows the belongingness. And that belongingness and integrity is another secret of our leadership philosophy. So we all are trustees of education. We all are just working at ground level. Nobody is leader or everybody is leader, other way around. So that inclusiveness, that is our leadership philosophy in the campus.
Great, sir. Any aspiring or current student who are watching, do you have any suggestions or any suggestion for their career ahead?
Yeah, surely. They are in campus for 4 years only, and they have to be in field for the next 40 years. So if you just refer the World Economic Forum report on future of jobs, let it be 2016 report or let it be the latest 2020 report. World Economic Forum as well as CII, FICCI, all industrial bodies, entire industry, what they want our engineers, not the bookish engineers. They want the engineer with skills. They want the engineer with soft skills. They want that engineer should have emotional intelligence. So in short, the engineer who is exposed to the life sphere, they don't want bookish engineers. So my advice to all the students will be that acquire the competency which is required for the field. Acquire the skills which are required for the industry. Acquire all those personality development aspects which are needed by the industry. And if you have, along with this 4 years knowledge with you, I think they have a great future. So in short, the knowledge plus skill plus competency, this should go hand in hand. Those students who will be focusing on these 3 aspects, they have a great future.
Great, sir. So, being a very old institution, what do you think your next step of KKWIEER Education Society or KKWIEER Engineering College as such? And what is the way ahead for you?
Yeah. I appreciate your word that being a very old institute, but I take it on the front of years we have completed. Though our age is 37 years, we are not that old to get rusted. We are very dynamic. And as our life is increasing, our lifespan is increasing, we are becoming more and more dynamic. We are currently affiliated to Pune University, Savitribai Phule Pune University. And since last 37 years, we are affiliated college. Now, over the period of last 3 decades, our faculty member, their qualification, their experience, their integrity, and our entire campus having faced 3 times, we faced the National Board of Accreditation, and having achieved the National Board Accreditation for 8 branches, having acquired the NAAC gradation, having acquired CII award for 3 years successively at national level with platinum category. Now we feel that we are mature enough to go one step ahead and to enter in autonomy state. So our future plan, the way ahead, is to convert this affiliated college into autonomous institute. And I'm very happy to tell you that we are in the last phase of acquiring the autonomy. Due to this pandemic, our inspection is postponed, or otherwise today itself I would have declared the good news of our autonomy. So in autonomy also, we are having a different kind of theme. We want to produce intellectually very sound students, emotionally very intelligent students, academically sound, emotionally intelligent, and spiritually ignited. that kind of students we want to produce from our autonomous institute. And I believe those who are academically strong means having a knowledge, those who are intelligent, those who are spiritually sound, they are good human being, and those who are emotionally intelligent, they have all the skills and competencies of the life. So we want to focus on holistic education in the campus. In accordance with the new education policy, we are now gearing up to accept the challenges and implementation of the new education policy. Our autonomy mainly will focusing on producing this kind of multifaceted students with industry background, industry internship, and that's why there are many changes we are doing in our curriculum. We are going to design the curriculum which will be based on holistic education on one front and industry need based on the another front. At the same time, when they both will go hand in hand, our autonomous model will be definitely coming up with flying colors. Also, we are going to focus on innovative teaching and learning methodologies, which plays very important role in academics. The innovative teaching and learning methods will be assisted by equally sound assessment methods. Due to this pandemic during COVID, the world has realized that the end-sem examination, focused, comprehensive end-sem examination pattern that has miserably failed. And so there is a need of continuous assessment. So our assessment methodology will be also changing in our new model of the autonomy. So best innovative and new industry-based curriculum, holistic education to produce academically sound, emotionally intelligent, and spiritually ignited students, and at the end, very nice and different kind of assessment methods. These will be our focus areas in the autonomy, and I'm sure that we are now at that stage of maturity to implement and take it away to a further height for sake of building new India with new generation budding engineers with potential, and that challenge we are going to fulfill through our autonomy.
Great, sir. It's really nice to see KKWIEER going into the new direction and trying to help students from Maharashtra and all over India to cope up with this new changing dynamics. It's really great, sir. Best of luck for your autonomous journey, and really nice to have you with us to share your thoughts on the education industry. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for your time. We'll keep in touch.
Thank you. I to take this opportunity to thank you and doing a great service for the stakeholders of education. Thank you. Thanks a lot.